Good evening and welcome to a very interesting program. This program is a different program than what we have been doing till now. And this is a program on the Indian ragas, Indian musical ragas and their impact on us. It's a very, very interesting subject, and we hope that Please take it forward, madam, please.
Okay, so thank you. Good evening to everybody and welcome, Rajam teacher. I can't stop calling you teacher. For our friends here, I will read out because there is so much to tell. In brief, I'll tell. Vidushi Rajam Shankar is a graduate in science, masters in Carnatical music, classical music, and Sangeeta Alankara with distinction from Akhila Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, the prestigious music university, and has been a music instructor and examiner for senior level assessments for nearly 4 decades. An independently practicing Indian classical music therapist and a researcher for over 20 years, she is associated with interdisciplinary medical and rehabilitation professionals and institutions employing music therapy interventions in wellness, healing and curative education of children and adults with neurodevelopment disabilities. She also has a master's in Vedic astrology and researches its employment as a medical evaluation and diagnostic tool. She has made workshop presentations at a number of Indian and international music therapy seminars and conferences in India and abroad, at professional training institution and on multiple television channels on significance of different classical ragas in both music and therapy applications. So today we are going to have the effects of Roga Nivaran through ragas from Rajam Shankar. Rajan, mute nikal ke, you can, it's all over to you. Mute.
Namaskar to all of you. I'm sure you are all able to hear me clearly.
Yeah, able to hear.
Yes, thank you. So, coming to music, as I heard from others that we are learning music, and music is not only people learning. I always feel that music is part of everyone from the time they are born. It's part of your system, your body. It starts with the time we are born. Always I say, breathing is the music of our life. And it starts from the time when we are born, and it goes along with us when we go away from this world. So yes, the body, our human body has got a lot of, different ways, urges, like we have urge for eating different kind of food, different kind of juices, different kind of, braveries, so many other things. Similarly, our body also longs for something whenever there is a kind of chemical change happens in their own blood system, which actually gets into the emotion, and emotion gets manifested into mood. So when the mood happens, according to the necessity of the body, the mood, there is an urge. We will never say that, I am in sad emotion, I am in a joy emotion. We'll always say we are in a joyful mood, we are in sad mood, or we are, in. So these things are like, so it's called mood. When we talk about it in Hindi, we say that it's bhava and rasa. Emotion is the bhava, and rasa is what, that's how we get into the navarasas. And in fact, our human body is the storehouse of emotions and navarasas. Different kind of, we pass through in a day, from morning to evening. We go through so many various, we meet with various environments, various people, various things which happens in our body. We hear so many news or talk to people, and we gather so many things. It actually has an impact in our body. Like when we eat food, when we eat sweet, immediately we feel, yeah, it's a joyful. it's a happiness. It gives them happiness. Similarly, when we get bitter, Karela, immediately we can say that it's, yeah, even though it's medicinal, okay, yeah, accept it. It's medicinal. But okay, there are a group of people who enjoy eating Karela also. I'm not saying it's not. So it's a general. So we have different kind of, even food-wise, we have navarasas. Even our body goes through navarasas. We have even in the music goes as a navarasas. So when we go through some kind of, as I told you, emotions, or we have some kind of mood, we sometimes, especially when we are feeling very sad or low, we feel like somebody we can go and hug and cry it out. Our close sister, mother, father, or somebody, even close friends, we feel that, we get tightly, we go hug or keep our head on their shoulder and they pat. Same way, the inner, what we say there, Sukshma Sharira. We have Stula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira. The Stula Sharira will definitely long for a touch from somebody who is very close to us, who can understand our feeling and, give us the positive energy, which is that's the Stula Sharira. Whereas the Sukshma Sharira, which is inside us, where we feel the different emotions, and there we need something which we get connected to and which will give us soothing feeling. This is where we look forward for something which get connected, and that's where music comes into the picture. When we are feeling happy, we want to have somewhere, you have something very happy, joyful, a party. No one wants to listen to, sorrow, sad song at the time. We want to some kuch acha bajao, jor se bajao, dara dara, dara dara, where there's a fast music, where there's an enjoyable thing. Because actually that music, why we say that party mein music hona zaruri hai. We can manage without music, but music, party with music, party without music, you can feel the difference between that. Automatically, why we are having any function, ceremony, shadi wadi kuch ho raha hai ghar mein, mana rahe hain, then automatically you look forward for something which is, Mangala Dhwani. Why we have Mangala Dhwani for a marriage? Where this thing, all these things only to connect to our inner selves. That is where the healing, we need something. We say that, we long for our inner, that what's happening inside us. As I told you, Sukshma Sharira. So a lot of people say, how Sukshma Sharira, we cannot see, people will say that, especially the science will say, come on, dissect and show where is the Sukshma Sharira. You can't dissect. Always I say, how can you see an emotion? Can you see an emotion? Can you see, you can only feel. You can feel sadness, you can feel happiness, you can feel fear, you can feel ashcharya. But you can't see it when it's happening inside your body. Only maybe if we go through the brain wave, what is the reaction happening when we are this thing. For that, you have to get connected to a machine where there's a listening. Same thing with music. When the Sangeetam happens, that's what I always tell people when they ask me, what is the science behind it? I said, there's a lot of science. In fact, here I want to talk more about the sharing of my screen. To begin with, so this is actually my current practice of music therapy, Nada Anusandhana. What is exactly is Nada Anusandhana? It's a revoking a resonant response from the energy centers in inside the human body to supplement and enhance the healing process. What exactly is? When we are in pain, we say, automatically the pain. We feel that when we say, Amma, Amma, we keep calling. We feel that, it relieves us the pain. That is what we feel. So that's something, it does something good to us. Same thing when it's Jayasana, we will feel like dancing, we will feel like singing to celebrate. So this thing, when it is there's an asharyam, it's like, oh yeah, like this, that is the expression we give. So these are the things, resonance, actually they are the response which is coming from our inside our body. And here I want to tell about the 7 chakras, which are the main resonance points where our inner Sukshma, this is the part of the Sukshma Sharira. The Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agya, and Sahasrara. And we can feel, we can read about this thing, but how many of us actually has felt the presence of these chakras in our body? And this is where I practice music to get connected. And what is the purpose of getting connected to it? So that I want to show here. So when we get connected, you can see this is the Mooladhara. And you can see the Anga, that is our body parts connected to it. Like it has got the base chakra, what is called it as a Mooladhara. We have spinal column, we have bones, legs, rectum, intestine, all these things you can read out. The Swadhisthana, reproductive organs, kidneys and all. And Manipura chakra has liver, stomach. The Anahata chakra is connected to the lower part of lungs and heart and all thymus glands and all. So when you see the chakras and how they are connected, not only to the angas, that is parts of body, you can even see the glands which are connected to the body. So when anything happens, when we have any kind of mood or emotion, we go through. One by one, they get activated. If I have to talk about, like, if it is a completely, you want to get into the meditative condition when we have to get out, it is the Mooladhara, where we have to take the Om, concentrating on the Agya chakra and bringing the sound from the lower part. It actually helps us in the lower part of, I mean, even strengthening our lower part of our body. Similarly, if somebody having a problem with the reproductive organs or respiratory organs, this is where I have taken a lot of people I have worked with, where they have to work constantly or get a sound, produce a resonance from the lungs. If we inhale and when we exhale, that when you are exhaling, and if you are able to produce a resonance of Omkara, Om. This is how we strengthen our lungs and our heart condition and even thymus gland, which is very, very necessary at present condition, because it works with it supports our immunity system, which is very, very necessary for present condition. So even when we think about the swaras or even song, when we have to say that song, you want to strengthen this place, your heart chakra, where you have these, thymus gland or heart and lungs. Sound, we can, the people who can understand music, F pitch you can put and sing whatever song is, is actually synchronizing with your body system, body mood, what you are having. If you are feeling very joyful, you want a very happy song, you can always connect it to the F pitch. Like if you are, or we are walking, we want to just sing a small something when we are walking. Dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha, masti bari dil ki. I am singing from here. This is to, when I am walking, I want to give the strength to my heart chakra, so that it is keeping up, the stamina is building up. The lungs are cooperating. Okay, coming to, suppose it's a stomach area. If there is a digestive, if you're having something to do with the digestion, if you have a problem with the digestive system, you want to make it stronger, just keep your hand on your Manipura chakra, that is your Nabhi. Inhale, exhale. If you don't want to sing, lot of people early morning in empty stomach has got very good, I must say that they benefited a lot. They said that early morning, eyes closing and keeping the hand on the Manipura Nabhi and saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya or Om Kara really helped them not only to strengthen their stomach area, also it has given that positive energy for the mind because of saying something positive. So that one, if we want to sing anything, like I just told you, Dil Hai Chota Sa, okay, you want to sing. I'm just keeping this as an example song, not necessarily that you have to sing that only. Now, Nabhi, I'm coming. If you understand pitch, it's E pitch, which gets connected to your digestive system. Dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha, masti bari dil ki. This is very easier. Earlier it was Dil hai chota sa, one step up I went. Dil hai chota sa, I'm going to the Nabhi area. If you have to go down to your Swadhisthana, you want to strengthen your urinary bladder, working of your urinary bladder, reproductive organs, or the Jirna Shakti, because Jirnam doesn't happen in the stomach area. It happens only in the intestine area, where you can see that it is coming here in between the Manipura chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra. And there, so the upper part of Swadhisthana, what I say. Or you want to work, strengthen your urinary bladder because you have got a problem with your urinary bladder. Or you have problem with your constipation, the lower part of your belly, you can keep your hand, inhale, exhale, very easy to feel when you are inhaling, the bladder will, you feel that place bloating. When you exhale, making that resonance sound, whatever you feel like. You want to sing, you want to chant, you want to say only Omkara, you don't want to say anything, you want to just say Akara. That's the easy way is. People who understand the pitch, it's a D sharp, any one of them. This helps with the strengthening of your lower part of your body. So you want to sing here, Dil hai chota sa, dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha, masti bari dil ki. This is your lower part of your body. Upper is your stomach, Manipura is dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha. Here it is dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha. You want to work with your thymus, that is thyroid gland. You want to improve your activities of your thyroid gland, where you want to, because we all know that sound is vibration. It's a basic science. And when you vibrate, it's also now proved that when you vibrate your inner organs, the activity becomes more healthier. The activity of the organ becomes more healthier. Activity of the gland becomes more healthier. This is what is proved by the science medical field now. So how will we vibrate? How do we produce that? You can, rigid hand, you can do this. But how can you do inside you? This is the only way. You inhale, and when you are exhaling, from the point wherever you need to be strengthened, you want your backbone to be strengthened, take from the Mooladhara, because it is the base of your Mooladhara, and you have to go to the pelvic region, go that low, and Om Namah Shivaya in one breath. That is, if you are able to understand the pitch, it's a C pitch. So normally you saw there. Sa. When it comes to Rishabha, that is Swadhisthana, it is the Rishabha Swara. So the people who understand the music, they can think about swaras going one by one upwards. Manipura will have Ga. Anahata will go Ma. Pa. See the first image where I have given the swaras. The near the Bro chakra, that is our Agya chakra, and this is the crown where you have me. So this is where you can feel that in all your body you can actually vibrate with this sound. If you, when we small babies, when we talk, we will never talk to a small baby with louder voice. We'll say that you can't say, "What baby, you are coming here, you are playing like that." What baby, you are coming here and you are playing here. It's not a place to play. How nicely we go down to our lower part of our body to evoke the sound. Why so? Because in our Swadhisthana is there a ritual called Anbu, what we say, Anbu in Tamil. It is affection. So automatically it comes. Automatically we go down when we speak to small babies, even the 3-4 months old baby also, when we want to talk to the baby, having the, "What is this, Baba? They're laughing, they're looking at me." We will not make loud sound. It comes from the lower part. This is only when we are doing the Veera, when it has to be with something where you have to, put your voice, you want to put your foot down and order somebody, like we see in martial sound. That sound, it has to come. It has to raise from Mooladhara and come with a full juice. It has to come that way. Because Mooladhara is what we have, the Veeranandam Fitri. Veera, if you have to get the Veera Bhava, it has to come from there. So even if you want to sing something very, what we say, patriotic song, take that. Oh, actually, this actually gives you a lot of relief because it is starting from the Mooladhara and going up. It actually vibrates the whole part of your body and gives that positive energy what a Veeranandam can give. So this is where the sound producing. So a lot of people do, I don't know, I have seen the different ways of saying, oh. This is to give the Shantam Kamam. Some people are saying, This is coming from the lower part of your body where you want to energize your whole body and had an upward mobility of the. So like the whole body, like we have ragas like Hamsa Dhvani. Normally, I don't know how many of would have heard of this raga. Very common raga in both Hindustani and Carnatic music. Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajekam is in Carnatic music. Jato se nahi bolum kanhaiya. This is your Hindustani music. It's a lot of in movies also you find this song. This actually gives the upward mobility. Normally it gives a very upward mobility. When you sing rag like Hindolam, there you have very soft like this thing, and it works with your heart chakra where you want to be just calming. You want to have that very calming. You are something, you are mentally disturbed and you have somebody like you at present, we can't expect somebody close to us to be with us, to give us that, nothing is wrong with you. You need somewhere, this is where the music therapy comes into picture, which actually gets into your body, your Sukshma Sharira, and gives that, soothing touch with the sound of vibration which is coming through the raga. So if it is this, Hari Malkhaus, or it is Hindola. This is there. Then we need a lot of energy there. You want the whole energy to be alert because you had a very good pranayama you had done. You have worked out very well. You have eaten your breakfast. You have done, whatever practice you want to have with your yoga and exercise and all. Now you want the whole energy to be distributed to the whole body in an equal way. Listen to Shankaravarnam. Very easy song. Very easy to get raga. Bihag raga. Bihag, Bilaval, which is equal to Shankaravarnam. Major scale, which is equal to Shankaravarnam. A lot of movie songs, you find it in this thing. Sare ke sare gama kule kar gate chale. This is Shankaravarnam. This is Bilaval. And Shankaravarnam is very easy in me. Not of gym. That's why a lot of in gym and aerobics and where the health centers, where they workout do, they always use 90% of them. They use Shankaravarnam or major scale or Bilaval as a background music, because whatever energy is produced at that time because of our workout, it has to be equally what we say Vyana Vayu. If we had to speak about the Vayu, it actually gets distributed to all over the body. Blood circulation improves beautifully, and the oxygen supply to all parts of the body goes very fine. And with that, that's why they use a particular raga. Never they will use Hindolam or Mohana, what we call as a Bhopali or something like that. So these are variety of ragas where we actually supports our body activities. Like if we are doing any, cooking, when we want to be Shanta, use a Shanta rasa, which gives you very pleasing raga or pleasing movie song, whichever is, it comes to your body. This is where I always say you have to identify your own body raga. Everybody has got a signature tune, everyone, and it differs from person to person. And that's where it differs in your nature, your characters. Some people may be very aggressive, some people may be very shanta. They may like to read only, romantic novels. Some people will like to read only criminal-based, crime-based novel, or, these are all different. All that thing is every human body's own taste and everything. This is where the music also. So you have to identify your own body raga, body music, how this works. When you are physically tired and you've got a lot of work to do, you drink a glass of juice or boost or Horlicks or something like that to boost your body energy. When you are mentally tired and you've got a lot of things to work on this thing and you have to finish and you're very tired, I just say that for 5 minutes, close it. Sing or listen to your favorite raga. Plus, just close your eyes and whatever comes to your mind, just sing it loudly. Try to, as much as possible, try to sing it from lower part of your body, because always the agitation, the stress, the worry, the frustration, fear, everything is connected to the lower part of the body. Whenever there is any fear, stress, first thing which gets affected is our digestive system and the excretory system. That's why we have strength. Whenever there is a fear, when there is a frustration, where there is a stress, worry, anything you are thinking that it's happening to you, just close your eyes and try to put your hand at your belly, around your belly. Inhale, exhale, Just make yourself calm. Just concentrate in the breathing inside and outside. After once it is settled down, try to sing or chant whatever you want only from the belly part of your body. That really helps. Even you want to sing anything which is the present day song which comes to your mind. So keeping it lower, what happens is the body whole system, there's a reason why I am saying the Manipura Chakra. Because the Manipura Chakra, what happens is that there's a Nabi. When you go to Nadi Vaidya, they keep their finger around your Nadi and they can make out which part of your body is getting affected. So that is why the Nadi, that is where our Nadi, the whole body is connected to the belly. If you want to test it, lie down flat whenever you feel that something is going wrong with you. Just remain flat on your bed. Keep your mind calm. You put your fingertip around your nabi, your belly button, slowly press one by one, millimeter by millimeter. In some place, you will feel the hardness and a pain. You put the pressure there. You will feel the pain connected somewhere else. So that's how, why even small babies, when they cry because of the colic pain, immediately what we do? We put that hinka pani, gholke, we always put it around our nabi, in baby's nabi, and immediately the pain goes. Even for elders, that really helps. So a lot of people use oil treatment. They put some oil in the nabi, in the coconut oil or til oil or even almond oil or mustard oil. They say that actually helps. Why? That is why I said, if you feel that something is going, you are not able to understand, you are not able to, you are confused, you are not able to analyze what to do and how to apply how to focus, concentrate. Just keep your hand on your Manipura Chakra, that is on the Nabi. Inhale, exhale, and chant whatever comes to your mind. You want to chant. You want to sing something. Sing. That actually will help us. That really brings out what we are, like it gives actually the positive energy, provides the positive energy for which the body is longing at that time, in a confused manner. Earlier days, in joint family, you had somebody to whom you can just hold a hand and speak to. But nowadays, unfortunately, it's not there. And even if it is there, we are not able to do anything. Even your near and dear may be living 2 gullies away, you are not able to go and call them and come. That's the way it is today's condition. So the only way is our own self. Just keep your stomach on your thing. You see the change, definitely you feel, yes, you are able to connect yourself. It's a calming you need. It's a heart chakra. Daily you want to work with your, to support your immunity system along with your good food. A diet, good diet, eating good food, exercise, pranayam. Along with that, you want the music support to give you to improve your immunity system, which is very, very necessary today. However, we wear mask, hand wash and all, our immunity should be strong. For that, we need it. So keeping our hand in the upper part of your Anahata Chakra. Here, this is the where thymus gland, what I showed you. And singing from there, or Om Karo. Om. For the people who understand music, it's a Prati Madhyama F sharp. So F sharp, if you are able to keep and say Om, that will help. You want to sing any song which you want to, that Prati Madhyama is very, very, sharp in that. Bole koyaliya. So many. This is Hamsanandi. In our This song is available in all languages. Kuhu kuhu bole ke liya, Hindi, the same thing in Hai Hai Ga, that's in Telugu. Similarly, in Tamil. So you have, it's a very famous song. So Sohani you can find. Kalyani, that is Yaman, Rag Yaman, very helpful. If you can able to sing along and hum, but nothing is having to come to you, just chant what you feel is, it comes to your mind. You want to sing Om Sai Natha, you want to say Om Namo Narayana, but make sure it's in one breath. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namah Shivaya. So concentrating on your breath and without breaking it, saying in one breath helps building up. Because one, when your mind is away from your confused, it's a simple thing that when you are confused, you are under stress, your mind is getting diverted. That's the first step happens when you are concentrating on your breathing in, breathing out. When you are trying to put words into what you are breathing out, it's a chant or it's a song, again, your mind is getting into that. So your mind is getting diverted from what is causing you tension. That's a simple, it's a simple logic. So whenever there is stress, which is actually causing you unhealthiness, because always I say, when the body suffers, the emotion also suffers. You get into stress and all because of your body condition. Some organ is not working. Similarly, when you are in stress, when you are in worry, frustration, your body suffers. Some ailment will come. You will land up with some ailment. It's a interconnected. Emotion, body ailment, emotion. Both are interconnected. Best thing is, okay, don't allow. If the diabetic, if your diabetic sugar levels are going up, stress is the condition. Doctors will always say, don't take stress. The best thing is that, right, whenever there is a stress, get out of it. Keep your mind completely into some kind of music, which will help you to, which the body urges to listen. Listen to first, you should learn to listen to your body. How you know that you want to drink tea, you want to have coffee? Because your body tells. Nobody is calling you and telling you, this is a time, your tea time, the coffee time, please have it. Nobody is telling you. Your body is telling you it's a time for you to have it. Even if it is not a time. Oh, I feel like having a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. May not be the time normally what you have coffee and tea, but the body will ask you to take that. Because there is an urge. Same thing. When your body, listen to your body that what it wants to hum, what it wants to listen. So very best way, I say that if there is a choking feeling, something is really giving you that kind of a dukkham, lot of stress or something, just I say, go to the bathroom, have a shower, sing whatever comes to you. That's the only best way to, not going towards medicine. Just get out of the stress. Sing whatever happens. You want to cry, cry out. Gaate gaate rona hai. So गाना आए या ना गाए, गाना चाहिए, बस नहीं. That can be a happy song, it can be a sadful song, but really it helps. One, the Jala Tattvam touching your body, which helps with the Sharira, where it is comes to the singing. When you are singing, cooperate with the Sukshma Sharira. The Stula Sharira is getting, the aggravation comes down and the Jalam touches your body. Why people sing in bathroom when they don't sing outside? Have you ever thought of it? Because that body, when that water falls in your body, there is a lot of activity happens, lot of joyful activity happens. So immediately you burst out in whatever song and try to recognize what is the ragam you are singing, what is the song you are singing. That is because you are singing that subconscious. You are not thinking and singing. It is coming automatically. And that is your body raga. You want to recognize what is your body raga? This is the best way when you are going to bathroom, having your shower, Just when the water touches your body and you break into something, humming, maybe very old song or some meaningless song, whatever it is. But that is your, like, the cell goes, that battery goes down, the cell, this thing, immediately you charge. Similarly, you get charged. This is a proven. When they always say, when you are stressful, soak your leg in a salt water. Your toxins go out and you get more positive energy. Same thing, same time you feel like singing, please sing. Don't think that, my voice is bad or I'm not right. What will happen? Who is bothered? You bother about yourself. Respect your body and fulfill its urge. You want to sing, no ragam. You want to sing, okay, sing that only. There's no problem. That is the only way. So I think I've taken quite a lot of time. Veena, 15 minutes.
Rajanji, if you have anything more to say. Friends, in introduction, I just missed out in a eagerness to hear her. Her book on healing powers of Indian Raga has been released and soaring in sales. And we really want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
And floor is open for anyone if they want to ask anything also. Please go ahead.
The book is available with me only. So
yeah, I will inform them direct separately. Anything you want on that, you please contact me.
Interested. I'm interested. Yes. It will improve
please
my
later,
voice.
Navinji, that is later. You contact me. I will share her number with you all. Now you can ask any question relating to healing and ragas. Anybody?
Madam, I am Ramni here. Can I ask a question?
Oh yes, please do so.
Hello. Madam, you had mentioned about the various ragas and these things. But there are some sad ragas. So like in Carnatic, they say Mukari. Where is the need for a sad raga in our normal life?
Definitely. It is one of part of our Navarasa. And one small correction, Ramaniji. Mukari has got two, both. When you are saying sad, Mukari is not, I won't say. Sound is disturbing. There is something.
Yeah, hissing sound. Ramni ji, you can mute and she can answer you.
So when you are Mukari is such a ragam, which has got, we sing Mukari very in a very sadful mood. Normally they say Mukari is a sad raga. But when the marriage happens, have you ever noticed in especially the Iyer family or down south family, when the muhurtam happens in Thali cutting, they always sing Anandam, 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 Anandam. It's a Mukari ragam. And they sing Anandam, 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 Anandam. That is a happiness. Anandam means happiness. And how that is in a Mukari ragam, it has got two features. Always, that's why I will never say that some people have, brand a ragam, connect that with the same, this rasa. No. Karuna rasa, only when you are touching the Purvangam, that is the first portion of that, where it is giving a sad. But Brahma Kadigina Padamu, that is a little, it is not, I won't say it's a sad, it's a Karuna rasa. Whereas Anandam is a happy, where the marriage is happening immediately. Once the Muhurtam is done, they will always play Anandam. So Mukari Raga has got both the features. So in our body too, we have that. No, we have to have all the Navarasas. Like Vairagyam and Ashcharyam, both are connected to the Soman Chakra here. Soman Chakra is Upachakra here. The Sahasrara, Soman Chakra is here, where we, Kurmi, they tie that by hair, and that in Pantulus and all, they wear this thing. Or even when ladies also, we put the Jittu. This is the place where we have Soman Chakra. All positive qualities there. Viram, Dhairyam and all. So there, the Vairagyam and Ashcharyam, both these guna, this thing, these rasas are connected to here. So similarly, in our fear, the bhaya, always we say the butterfly in the stomach. The bhaya, the anxiety is connected to the lower part of the body. So these are the navarasas and various like Virananda. Viram is connected with the Mooladhara. The stronger the Mooladhara, the whole body will be erect, strong, the shoulders back, the chest. That's what a soldier should do in a martial. A Viram means immediately a martial activity. Nobody can march like this. It has to be straight and back. This is a Viram. So all these, in fact, rasas, everything is connected to each petal of our body, different chakras. And that's where it is. And according to that, the music also helps us. So that is it.
Is Shubha Pantuvarali always associated with the sadness?
One at a time.
Is Shubha Pantuvarali always associated with the sadness?
Not actually, adu vandu sadness, yes, but same time, it is a beautiful raga to help with the cardiac problems. It works with that combination of the swaras give very good, healing and support to the cardiac patients. It helps with a lot of cardiac patients. Shubha Pantuvarali. So we cannot say completely this thing. It is a Shanta Karuna Rasa. It is not a this thing Shanta Bhakti Karuna Rasa. We can call Shubha Pantuvarali.
Thank you.
Madam Anand Saxena, can I ask?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Nice elaboration of your ragas on our human body, effect of this thing. Just like ragas affect our body, I mean all chakras of our body, does it affect astronomy also? For example, some classical songs which are based on some particular raga that brings rain. How does it affect the atmosphere and astronomical changes also?
Yes, definitely. Because I am a Vedic astrologer and I use medical astrology and I follow a lot of things. I am started now writing my one more book where I am doing music therapy and medical astrology, keeping Muthuswami Dikshitar's work in mind because he has written about astrology and music and why he selected the ragas. I am doing the research. Why particular raga is selected for this and how the particular swara, even the Rashi has got a raga, every Rashi has got a raga, every Rashi has got a swara. Only have worked with, especially with autism children, where only the swara of their, if the parents believe in astrology, I go through their astrology chart and what is that necessary, where I have to give the balam, the strength. I use only the swara, even if I am not using the raga. Like if I had to this thing, like Kadakarasi, it's a Madhyama Swara is more strong. If it is Simha Rasi, Shadjam, Sa, Saurashtra Ragam, Vasanta Ragam goes very well with that. So these are the certain ragas and I'm really telling you, this is something beautiful.
Not astrological, astronomical, I mean, how it brings the rain.
Even I wanted to ask that.
Yes. That is where that Muthuswami Dikshitar's Amrita Varshani and Meg Malhar of Tansen and Deepak Raga. Definitely it has got, like Deepak Raga, when we think the swara actually works on our Agni Tattva in our bodies. And that actually results in producing more heat. And yogi, and it is like more as a yogic power or what I say, tapasa power, where they have that complete immense power to take out that outcome of the Agni Tattva and put it in the nature, out there. So that kind of this thing we don't have. That is the problem because we are so polluted water, polluted food we are eating, polluted everything is. We don't have that kind of shakti to produce this, unfortunately.
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
I am R.K. Modi.
Yes.
Hey, you have connected the ragas with chakras.
Yeah.
One can be benefited. But you see, common people does not know this ragas. All ragas, Yaman ragas, this and that. Can people who does not know these ragas be benefited by listening these ragas for
Yes.
healing purpose?
Yes, yes, sure, definitely. Here, we listening what we say as a passive way of therapy. This is called as a passive way. Active way is when we get into singing, being active. Passive way, of course, definitely helps, and especially instruments beautifully works. Especially if it is a string instruments like veena or sitar, lower part of your body, below your Manipura chakra and Swadhisthana. And here, on the Anahata chakra, flute is the best one. Flute or any wind instrument like a saxophone, and here upwards, we can use the upward mobility. Violin, it helps. A lot of percussion helps. There it is. It takes the upward mobility. So these are variety of instruments also. Passive, because hearing instruments is much more easier. But of course, when you want to listen to vocal also, select, as I told you, the pitches. Select the ragas according to the pitch, which is where you need to have the healing. If you want to have healing towards the lower part of your body, it should be either D sharp. More lower pelvic, knees, your thighs, knees, ankle and all, it should be C, lower C. So upper part, you want to have stress-free, you want to work with your brain and your concentration and all, it should be more above, that is A sharp and B. So like this. So music instruments mainly connected with these pitches, you can download that. Normally, veena, sitar, you will find only lower pitch, because the gamakas will not do it. Oscillation is not easy if it is tight, higher pitch. The lower the pitch, better. So these things will, especially back, you want to strengthen your back. Listening to veena and sitar will definitely help a lot.
For heart, madam, which instrument is the best? For heart digit?
It is usually flute, I would say. Any wind instrument.
Oh.
And ragas where it is more madhyama pradhana, that is what we say Kalyani. Or if you want to Hindustani music, you have Yaman, Rag, Yaman, Soni, Purvi Dhanashri, all these things.
Thank you, madam.
Ma'am, can I speak? I'm Dr. Alka. Yeah. And ma'am, I want to say one thing, that I'm totally fascinated, completely enchanted by what you have spoken and by the glow on your face. I can make out that you have so much of knowledge about this. I want to share one incident where my friend, her mother was in coma, and the granddaughter, my friend's daughter, she used to play the violin of a particular song which her grandmother used to sing when she was young. And at that time, she started getting tears in her eyes, the grandmother. And slowly, she started improving. So it has really tremendous effect, and the role of music on medical problems is also immense. So thank you very much, madam, for this beautiful, exciting, whatever you taught us today. And I want to tell you one thing, that whatever you're teaching, whatever you're telling us to have good thoughts, to say the good things, it is reflecting on your face, madam. And you're looking so beautiful today, I can't tell you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Rajanji, so this thing is very true. I call her mini MS Amma. She looks like MS only.
Yeah. Actually.
Madam, I would like to...
As you said...
One more last question somebody wants to ask.
Correct, you said, Veena, ekdam correct. She looks like
the same.
She looks
last,
like MS
Godly face, my God.
Yes, Sundari. Somebody's voice I heard. So let that person be last question. Gopalji, please go ahead. Last one.
When you say that Moola chakra is associated with Sa, different people start Sa with at different scales. Some people start with G sharp, some people F sharp, some people C sharp, D sharp. How do you recognize which is the natural scale for each person?
This is, you have to work with the Mooladhara. If you want to strengthen your Mooladhara, it should be only C. Lower C. Lower C, only that frequency of the lower C. Yeah, okay, because it's some because always I used to work with the doctor's team, and I have come across that lower C frequency goes along with our Muladhara vibration, the resonance. So lower C only we have to, so quite a deep one. You can only, even you not believing in pitch, then only concentrating on your pelvic region and try to sing, make sound from there, and then try to check your pitch. It will be C only, because we have done it. The research has been done. That's it.
Yeah, one question. Yeah. Can I ask?
Yeah, Hema, go ahead.
Yeah. What about the upper body portion, like above the shoulders, and for that which raga, like?
Upper body, you want more upper words?
Yeah. Shoulder and all, yeah.
You understand ragas, Mama? Carnatic ragas, you understand?
Yeah.
Natai, Hamsadhvani, and Kuntala Varali, Sama, Padanida, Sanida, Sa. That's it. Straight. Sama, it comes straight away. Sama, Padanida, Sa, that's Kuntala Varali.
Okay.
Nisa in our Natai.
Natai.
Sari Gapa Nisa Hamsadhvani. So something which pushes you up. Similarly, people who are having that breathlessness and bending, shoulder always stooping. They got that breathlessness and stooping. Navarasa Kannada is the best raga for them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
I have certain, that's what I was telling Veena. If somebody is interested in doing the workshop, no problem. I can do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, contact me later.
Yes.
Veena is you can contact her, and if it is, I'm ready to conduct it.
Okay. Sengupta sir, we are done.
Yeah, I think we had an excellent session. I am not aware of much of the music. But the point is that the music definitely has got a very soothing, very healing effect. That, of course, all of us know pretty well. So we may not be expert in the Hindustani music or Karnataka music, but what she told that your body raga, that's the point I like very much, that your body determines raga, your mind determines raga. It's not that you should go by a particular raga. And she also talked very nicely about the bathroom singing. I think that fascinated. That liked it. Possibly. Yeah, that fascinated all of us. So on behalf of the entire Mayatijala Foundation community, we extend a very, very deep gratitude to Madam for being over here, and Madam Krishnaveni for helping us in getting her over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, Madam.
Thank you
very much,
Madam. Thank you, Rajamji.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And thanks your son and sister for joining. I saw them in between. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.